the MCU is in this position, Bob Iger said instead of focusing on characters that matter, do you expect the mutants to be in the MCU earlier than you expected? Do you expect Deadpool to have implications where mutants will be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Because I do.
I always thought that the mutants were going to come after Secret Wars. However, recently I've kind of changed on that because I can't imagine them bring Hugh Jackman back and make this Deadpool and Wolverine the only MCU movie releasing this year, and to not bring it would just be ridiculous to have this movie and then be like, okay, forget about mutants for a couple years. And why would they be doing X-Men 97 around the same time? And what else is interesting is yesterday Marvel dropped the first Ultimate X-Men comic within the new Ultimate Universe. And I don't think that it's a coincidence that they did that this week and they're doing X-Men 97 next week.
So I also want to talk about another thing because this made the connection for me is that remember I told you how Captain America was abandoning that plot of going to Tima Island and with the adamantium and all that?
Yeah.
The reshoots brought that plot back. That's a rumor. The rumor is that they're going back to dealing with the adamantium and Tima Island, which made me think that first off, I think that Genosha is going to be Tima Island. I am kind of thinking that because it just kind of makes sense. Like Genosha is building on the grounds of a dead celestial. I just think that's very mutant-y to me. But also, doesn't that make you think that some mutants are going to be involved in Captain America Brave New World? Because, bro, I keep thinking of this title, Brave New World. Obviously, a part of that new world is going to be Thunderbolt Ross and them cracking down on heroes. But what if the real reason of why they said Brave New World, bro, is because of the fact that mutants are going to be now introduced into the MCU and that they're going to be super active? Not to mention at the end of Miss Marvel, we even got an inkling that she's a part of the mutant, or like they told her that she has the mutant gene as well.
Well, so let me make sure I got you correctly. You're saying that they're going to introduce more mutants than Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine. And then those mutants are going to be like part of the plot in the Brave New World. And that's why they call it Brave New World.
That's my theory.
So I want to believe that the mutants will be in Brave New World. Maybe like because the mutants are around, that is why they want the New World Order, because they're so terrified that they're like, well, we need more control, so it could play into your theory a little more. It's crazy though, because we really don't know anything about Brave New World. Like we know nothing about it. The plot.
Because bro, like I'm really thinking about it, right? Think about this. Because the order as it seems is, Deadpool, Brave New World, and then Thunderbolts is filming as we speak. So what if Deadpool gets the mutants in there, some of them? And maybe it's just, the multiverse. It's not even like MCU bred mutants, right? But let's just say, right, the mutants get to the MCU after Deadpool 3. Then we get Brave New World where it introduces more. And what if the mission of the Thunderbolts is to oppose the mutants? Like it's just to me, it's just starting to like low key make sense in my head. And so I've just been questioning a lot because if they say that they're going to prioritize movies, there has to be some common theme that's kind of going along. And like maybe the Fantastic Four coming to the MCU halts that or stops that. I'm not sure. Like there's something going on there.
Two things. Number one, the Fantastic Four movies takes place in the 60s. So it doesn't necessarily have to interfere with anything.
But they're going to have to end up in the MCU though after. They're going to have to.
Right. But I don't think that's going to be most of the plot. Regardless, I think most of the plot they're going to be in the 60s.
Yeah, for sure.
For that movie. Number two, the one thing I think working against your theory is that we know that they're putting out 2 Avengers movies. We know the first one was Kang Dynasty, and they are calling an audible. And on the second one, it's Secret Wars. So I just don't know how the mutants are going to play into that, and I don't know if they do at all. And if they don't, that kind of dampens your theory.
What if Wolverine is in Brave New World? That would be nuts. Anyways, so sorry, time for that day.
Yeah,
but
bro, if it is, I hope it is. I hope it's like a new Wolverine, because, like, I just want to know who's gonna play Wolverine.
Yeah, I've just really been questioning it, because like, if we're going to team an island with the adamantium, there's going to have to be some link to it, you know. So like,
Yeah.
I've kind of been spitballing that idea. Let's see what Hunger Mind says. If I'm being honest, what I think Marvel will do with mutants is this: just like Fantastic Four, they will make an X movie that takes place in an alternate universe. That in Secret Wars, the universes will merge. That's how they get in. I get that, but like, they're doing that with Deadpool as well. You know, like, are you really going to copy the same thing? You know, like, that's a lack of creativity to me. I wouldn't really be. I mean, I would obviously accept it, but like, come on, it's gotta be a little more. They gotta be a little more creative, hopefully.